Hey, this is Chris from GuitArmy, and today we're going to be taking a look at guitar lick number 3, A major blues. So here is what the lick looks like and sounds like. Alright, so let's go ahead and start breaking this lick down. Basically what I'm doing is I'm going from a measure of A7. I call this major blues, and I'm going to be using dominant 7th chords, so it sounds basically happier. I'm not using minor chords. Then I would be using different notes to make it sound more like I'm playing a minor scale or minor blues. So I'm playing this part here. I'm playing that over this A7 chord. An A7 chord is, you have a root, 3rd, 5th, a flat 7th, root, 3rd, 5th, flat 7, and 1. That's the arpeggio for an A7. In this actual A7 chord, we have a root, 5th, a flat 7th, a root, 3rd, 5th, and then back to the root again. So what ends up happening is I don't have to play a typical minor blues. I could, and that would sound fine. But I want to include this 3rd here, and basically put this as more of a kind of a country lick. I kind of want to add that in, kind of mix it up a little, kind of gives it that major flavor that I'm looking for. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to slide here from, this is the 2nd note of an A major scale, or an A mixolydian scale, or an A blues scale, or A minor scale, doesn't matter. This is B. So I'm sliding from 2, and I'm sliding up to the 3rd note. And when I say the 3rd, I know it's on the 6th fret here, but it's the 3rd note in an A major scale. 1, 2, 3. It's the 3rd interval. So I'm sliding from 2 up to 3. I understand it's 4 from the 4th fret to the 6th fret, but in the scale 2 to 3. And I'm playing this A up here, which is the root. And what I'm doing is I'm playing out of this A7 chord, I'm playing the 3rd and the root here. So when I hear that sound, this is a major 6th interval versus a minor 6th. So when you play this to the listener, it sounds like a major. It's a major 6th, so it reminds me of a major chord. If I play this, to me that sounds and feels like it'd be part of a minor chord. So I'm sliding from 2 to 3 up to this root here, this A, which is 1. And then from here I'm going to go up, and I should mention that those are triplets. I'm going triplet. So per beat I'm going triplet, triplet, like triplet. So I'm squeezing those 3/8 notes into one beat, going triplet. And then for beat number 2, what I'm doing is I'm sliding from the 3rd string 6th fret. I'm sliding up to 7 on the 3rd string. So I'm going, and then I'm doing a triplet here, going sliding from 6 to 7, then playing the 7th note on the 1st string, and coming back down and playing this 7 again. And I could go like this. If I wanted the notes to ring really, kind of ring out as long as possible, I would do that. But I kind of didn't want to do this for some reason in this lick, so I went. I kind of was lifting my fingers just to chop the kind of mute the notes real quickly so I could hear the individual notes. Now that's your choice. You can let them ring, or you can choke them off. That's the word I was looking for. All right, so we're doing this one. Then we're going up to 7, the 7, 7, 7. And then the next one we're going to slide up. Then from this 3rd string 7th fret, we're going to slide up. And we're going to slide up and play 9, 9, 9. I should mention how this 7 going. How does that function in kind of A major, A mixolydian? What I'm doing here is this is the 3rd note, 1, 2, 3 of an A major scale. I'm sliding from the 3rd up to the 4th. So I'm sliding from the 3rd note to the 4th, and then playing the 2nd note in the scale right here, because this was the root of A. So in my mind, I'm kind of outlining the 2 chord, which is the B minor chord. So this is kind of like part of the 1 chord, kind of outlining the 2 chord B minor in A major, and then I'm sliding up here, going kind of outlining a C sharp minor chord, which is the 3 minor chord. And those specific notes, how those function, is I'm sliding up to the 5th note in an A scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going 5. Then this is the 3rd, the C sharp, and then back to the 5th. So it's going. I like it because I don't think it sounds like minor blues, and that's kind of the point of this major blues lick. Is I think it just sounds a little different, a little interesting to play over top of a blues pattern. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the second section of the lick. So after I do this lick, what I'm doing is I'm going to the 2nd string 10th fret, and I'm sliding up to 12. Sometimes when I just created this lick today. So sometimes when I play the lick, I slide up, and then I pluck this 10, and then other times you might see me. I kind of like just sliding down and don't attack the pick or the string here, this 10. Kind of like just sliding down and putting a little vibrato on it. Kind of going. But feel free to pick it if you want. It doesn't really matter either way. And what I'm doing is I'm setting up. I'm targeting this A right here, which is the 5th of this D7 chord. So I'm kind of anticipating the chord that's coming up, which is the 4 chord, the D7. So as I'm going up, I want to do something that leads into the 4 chord, the D7. So I'm going to take this this A here and slide it up to B, and then bring it down, and that's going to come in. The timing wise, it's going to come in right before that D chord is played, the D7. And then what it does is it sounds like you targeted a note, and then you played a note in the chord before the chord actually arrived. It sounds really cool. All right, so then the next section is I'm going to go. And what I'm doing there is I'm targeting this D7 chord. And here's the actual lick. I'm going to play 10 on the 1st string. Then on the 2nd string, I'm going to pluck 13. Then pull off to 10. And then on the 3rd string, I'm going to play 12. Pull off to 10 on the 3rd string. Then I'm going to play the 12 on the 4th string. Then I'm going to go back to the 3rd string and play 10, hammer on to 11, and then I'm going to play the 12 again on the 4th string. And how I analyze those notes is I look to see how they function within this D7 chord. This is the root of the D chord because it's D. This 13 here is the flat 7, the minor 7th interval. I'm pulling off to A here, which is the 5th of a D chord. Then I'm playing this G, which is the 4th. I'm going down here to this flat 3rd, which is an F. So I'm going. This is the flat 3rd or sharp 9 of a D7 chord. I call it a flat 3rd, but you can call it a sharp 9 if you want. And then I'm going to go down here to D, which is the root. Then I'm going to come back to that flat 3rd, and I'm going to hammer on up to the 3rd. This F sharp that's in the chord, that's the 3rd of the D7 chord. And then after that, I'm going to come back to D, which is the root. So one more time, we're going to go. And what I'm doing with the timing of this is the first 6 notes are 2 sets of 16th note triplets. So in the beat, which is 1, 2, 3, or triplet, triplet. I'm playing that twice. I'm going. So it's going to go. And then the second part, I'm doing that as a triplet as well, as a 16th note triplets. And then I just kind of throw a quarter note for one beat. I just put some vibrato on that root. I'm going to go ahead and play through the lick a couple times, and feel free to play along with me. 3, 4. Now I'm just going to play the chords A7 to D7 a little bit and give you the opportunity to go ahead and try the lick and maybe take my lick and change it a little bit to make it your own so it fits your style of playing. Here we go. 3, 4. Hey, thanks for taking the time to check out this guitar lesson. If you want to get the guitar tablature for this lick, make sure you check the link down below. You can go ahead and download it. And also, make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you like these guitar lessons, guitar licks, and you want to see more of them, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you in the next lesson.